Hey, what's up everyone? JayzTwoCents here, and I am at the brand new Miami Microcenter store. Just opened up, and today we're gonna take a tour and show you everything Microcenter has to offer. So if you've never been to a Microcenter, the best way to really describe it is absolutely a tech heaven. It doesn't matter what kind of tech you're into, whether it be computers or gaming, racing simulators, 3D printing, networking, Apple, PC, they have everything. It's really hard to just narrow it down because it really does have everything. So let's kind of take a tour. When you first walk into the store right here, you can see you've got a pretty good panoramic view of everything that Microcenter has to offer. So on the right over here, we have our PC systems, which is going to be laptops, pre-built, monitors. And as we look over here to the left, we've got build your own all the way on the far side. We'll definitely take a tour of that. I know people are going to love that. And everything in between that you could possibly need. Peripherals, keyboards, mice, gaming headsets, microphones. We even have new sections now for home setups when it comes to streaming or YouTube creation, video creation, lighting, cameras. One of the things you're gonna notice as we walk through Microcenter today is the fact that pretty much everything that they sell is out on display. And that's extremely important when it comes to making your buying decisions. So there's over 200 different laptop models that are on display here. It doesn't matter if we're talking Razer, Intel, AMD, Apple. You can get real close and personal with it, feel the keyboard, feel the weight, and it really helps you make sure that you're making the right decision when you're buying a new system. And the being able to see and interact with it is extremely important when it comes to something like monitors. So we have 200 plus monitors on display, and everything is separated by brand. So if you want to know whether or not a size feels like it might be too small or too big, or maybe you're not sure if you want to go with OLED or LCD, IPS, you can take a look at it and kind of make a decision on your own. But the nice thing is the fact that we also have a complete inventory of monitor arms. So if you want to utilize a VESA mount, get it up off the stand, you can see those mounts right here. And those mounts are also on display so that you can make sure that you're getting the right monitor mount for you. Now, Microcenter carries some of the most popular SIs in the market. We've got Cybertron right here. We've got iBuyPower, but you may not be aware that Microcenter also has their own in-house pre-built desktops. And this is the PowerSpec brand of desktops. So we've got these out on display so you can kind of see how those would maybe work in your space. And we've got over 125 different pre-builts when it comes to systems that are ready to go, that you can take them home and utilize them today. So when it comes to laptops, though, we're not just talking about gaming, we're talking about all use cases. So we have gaming laptops, obviously, professional laptops, commercial laptops, any kind of use case that you can imagine. So if you want something with the latest graphics, maybe RTX, high core counts for ultimate gaming, that exists here. But you can also find something that's more cost effective, maybe light, thin type client use case that's perfect for your needs. So it's not just gaming centric, it's pretty much any type of use case centric, and they're all on display for you to check out, over 200 of them. But the most important thing is the fact that they have all the major brands. We got Alienware, Dell, LG, MSI, ASUS, Intel, all of the major brands are here. So when it comes to multimedia, tons of TVs, over 46 different models that are available, ranging from small to large, LCD to OLED, and they're carrying some of the new Sansui models. So it doesn't matter if you're shopping for TVs on a budget or you're looking for the high-end, latest and greatest OLED, Microcenter is gonna have it. So this right here has a few of the new Sansuis on display. You can see also too, if you're looking for a TV arm, so if you're trying to mount it to the wall, you can kind of get in here and get hands-on and interactive with the different types of TV mounts that are actually available. But as you can see over here, not just TVs, but also sound bars, and they've got them on display for you to listen to. But you can see some of the beautiful OLEDs right here. So this is the LG OLED, very popular, but ranging from sizes from 50 inches all the way up to 84-inch plus. It's all on display. Now, we've talked about it a ton on my channel before. We're gonna talk about it here too, is 3D printing and creative. Microcenter is huge into being creative and creating your own products, your own designs, and obviously they carry all the popular brands when it comes to 3D printing, whether it be resin printing or extruding printing. They've got it all. But what's really cool, and this is only the second store that has it, this is the Filament wall. And you notice that all of this Filament brand is inland, which is actually a Microcenter brand. So you can come over here to the Filament sample section, find the filament that you're looking for, say I want this PLA Plus in purple. You scan the barcode, it brings up the product, and then immediately the wall starts moving. This is the coolest thing. And I feel like they should do this with like so many more products other than just Filament. And the LEDs will light up to show you exactly where that filament is. And here it is. So this is the same PLA Plus in purple that we just decided that we wanted. So this is cool. You don't have to go looking for it on this giant wall of filament. It actually moves and has up to 2,000 different filaments at one time on this wall. So it's pretty awesome. People will sit here all day long just clicking it and letting it go. I think we should do this with more than just filament. So one of the things that's really popular these days is actual single boards, or like Raspberry Pis, build your own, Arduinos, and they've got everything here that you would need to do that. So whether you're just doing it as a STEM project or you're actually using it to kind of learn how to code, or maybe start getting into more in-depth like Arduino type stuff, they've got everything here. So we've got kits, we build kits so you can kind of make it on your own. Learn how to solder, which is something that I still need to do myself to get better at it. They have everything here. But if you're just looking for more of a turnkey solution that's already ready to go, they have the Raspberry Pi section here where you can kind of choose what it is that you need, or even just get the Raspberry Pi kit, and it's all just already ready for you in kind of a more kit format, or a turnkey format that's already built and ready to go. There's over 1,000 different networking devices and products here at Micro Center. It doesn't matter if we're talking like Ubiquity with mesh networks, routers, switches, professional switches, as you can see here. So whether or not you're trying to put together a basic network at home, or even your small business, they have everything that you could possibly need to get it up and running. So it doesn't matter if we're talking about cables, extenders, wireless solutions, everything is here. So even if you want to build your own cables, Cat 5, Cat 6, they have all the tools and all the necessary products here, or you can just buy from a ton of pre-existing cables that are already here. So it doesn't matter if you're talking as simple as a 3.0 RJ45 gigabit adapter, or you're trying to build an enterprise grade solution, everything is here. Now this aisle is kind of new to Micro Center. This is more of the creative side when it comes to videography or live streaming. So one of the things that Micro Center really wants to support is that whole creative do-it-yourself when it comes to videography or live streaming. So this section here has pretty much anything that you would need to get up and running and creating your own home studio, or even for a small business. We've got professional lighting, webcams, professional cameras. We've got our switches right here for scene selectors. We've got obviously DACs, we've got amps, we've got mic mixers. Everything is in stock so that you can come in and get everything you need under one roof to create the ultimate streamer and or video creative space. Now, you know what's more important than great video is great audio when it comes to creating any sort of live stream or video production. And right now you can see all of the microphones that are on display here at Micro Center, allowing you to make sure that you get the right microphone for your solution. So it doesn't matter if we're talking USB desktop type microphones, or something like the Shure SM7B, which is an actual workhorse in professional radio environment, everything is here. Let's talk simulators. This is something that has become extremely popular over the last few years, racing sims. So everything you see from where I'm standing to the very end of the store is all driving racing simulator stuff. So we've got everything from Logitech to Moza to SimLab, everything from entry level, easy to afford, clip onto your desk, to full-on, full-built professional racing simulators. It's all here for you to look at, feel, and touch. Let's go check out the steering wheel wall, because I think that's really cool. So as we make our way to the steering wheel wall, you can see everything is out here for you to see, but more importantly, everything is interactable. So let's say you're looking at Moza, or you're checking CSX, or you want to come, Euro Truck Sim guys, here you go. We got a Moza Euro Truck Sim wheel. I mean, the amount of immersion is just crazy when it comes to racing sim these days. But as you can see on display right here, they have one of their racing models that are set up here so that you can sit down, and maybe you've never interacted with a racing sim before and you're not sure if it's for you. So hop on, take a few laps, and see how you compare to anyone else in the store. Fun fact, I guarantee you're probably faster than me. Let's talk peripherals. This is probably one of the most important things when it comes to your setup, because it's what you're actually interacting with. We're talking keyboard and mice. Every keycap type, every key switch type, every actuation weight type is here on display for you to make sure that you're making the right choice. But more importantly, let's say you're an enthusiast and you're looking at building your first keyboard. They have all those parts too, so that you can choose, put together your own keyboard and make it your own. So it doesn't matter if you're just looking for something basic or you're looking for something more expert level, it's all here. All right, we're getting to the whole point of why you're here, and we're talking about build your own. These are the custom PC components. Let's start with cases. When it comes to choosing a case, it's very hard to just look at a cardboard box and say which case is right for you. So more than 150 different cases out on display from all the popular manufacturers and brands that you've heard of, and maybe even some you haven't. That's just how many are here. But when it comes to choosing the right case, being able to see it and visualize the amount of space it's going to take up on your desk is extremely important. And the price points here range from very, very affordable entry-level cases to exotic. So anything you can imagine when it comes to cases and what you want to put inside those cases is here. When it comes to brand variety for stuff like motherboards, they've got all your major brands, ASUS, MSI, Gigabyte, ASRock, they're all here. Obviously AMD, Intel, but more importantly, entry-level, affordable motherboards, or all the way up to high-end workstation boards are all here. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to build a gaming system, a professional system, a small business system, any product that you would need to fit your needs, especially when it comes to motherboards, is gonna be here at Microcenter. Now for CPUs for those motherboards, there's over 40 active AMD SKUs right now, and there's 13 when it comes to Intel. And the AMD side obviously includes everything all the way up to Threadripper, which is sitting right here. So again, doesn't matter if you're building a basic system, a budget system, gaming rig, or a professional workstation, everything you need is here. And then if you need a power supply, they got power supplies, all of them, all the power and supply. I almost walked into a pole. Now you can't be a PC enthusiast and not talk about graphics cards. So obviously we've got Intel, we've got Nvidia, we've got AMD, whether it's Nvidia's latest RTX or AMD, they've got everything. So even if you're building workstation cards, so WX Pro line from AMD is here, Quadro line is here. So this is why I say at the start of this video, this is nerd heaven. This is the kind of stuff you only see online usually. You don't get to actually get hands-on and see the card. But that's what Microcenter is all about. Come to the store and see it. Let's talk storage. Obviously, we have pretty much every single major brand that you can imagine, whether it be a hard drive or an SSD or portable drives or NAS drives. So any use that you need for drive storage, the options are here. And let's talk about how many of them that there are. So when it comes to internal SSDs, there's over 300 SKUs alone at Microcenter. If we're talking portable or external SSDs, 93. And if you're building a system that requires a hard drive, there's over 150 different hard drive options to choose from, all the way up to 24 terabytes. So whether you're just looking for mass storage for your desktop, or you're looking for mass NAS storage or network attached storage, up to 24 terabytes of spinning NAS storage. That's insane. Let's talk about RAM. There's over 400 different SKUs for RAM here. Now we're talking DDR5, DDR4, we're talking SODIMM for laptops, who want to upgrade a laptop, but they even have legacy RAM going all the way back to DDR3. So if you're trying to work on or maybe repair an older system, they're gonna have the RAM for that. So let's talk CPU cooling. Obviously air coolers, plenty of those, AIOs. But one thing that's nice about Microcenter is the fact that they also have really leaned into some more of the enthusiast type cooling. So we're talking open loop, obviously, soft tubing, hard tubing, and they've got plenty of product here to support your custom loop builds if you want. So the nice thing is we've got kits that help bend tubing right here so you can make sure you get the right angles. Obviously there's fittings, all the tools that you would need to support a custom open loop build. So it's nice to see that there's an entire section in a brick and mortar store that's dedicated to being able to come and find the components that you need to get your water cooling loops up and running. So obviously anything from basic air coolers all the way up to enthusiast grade open loops exists here. And this, as the water cooling guru, this makes me very happy to see. And one other thing I want to point out about the build your own is Microcenter is well known for their bundles, and they have 3-in-1 and 4-in-1 bundles. So what that means is whether you're shopping Intel or AMD, you can get a CPU, a motherboard, and memory as a bundle deal, giving you a massive savings when you shop within the bundle. There's even 4-in-1 bundles where they add a GPU. Bundles are what make the build your own just an absolute unbeatable price point. It's insane with what you can get when you shop the bundle deals. So this brings us towards the end of our video where we wanted to kind of end it with the knowledge bar. This is where every experience at Microcenter basically begins and ends. It's one of the first things you see when you walk into the store. So even items that weren't necessarily purchased at Microcenter, if you're having a problem with your computer and you just need help, the knowledge bar is here to help you. But all the parts that we talked about in Build Your Own, let's say you're not comfortable putting those together. The knowledge bar can do that for you. In fact, in the last year alone, Microcenter has built over 30,000 custom builds just in their stores. So that's pretty insane. So it doesn't matter whether or not you need help with the system, you want them to build your system, or you just want to learn about your system. Anything you could possibly need regarding information and knowledge is going to happen right here at the knowledge bar. And this is important. The customer interaction and being comfortable with the components and the products that you get at Microcenter is the drive. That is the focus at a store like this. So make sure that you guys check out the knowledge bar if you make it to a Microcenter. If you have any questions about anything regarding your system or you want to make it run better, it's just not right. Anything that you need, they do right here in store. Okay, so that's gonna be a wrap for me here at Micro Center. I've been JayzTwoCents taking you on the tour of the brand new Miami Micro Center store. Make sure you guys come and check it out if you're in the area. Don't forget, there's currently 28 different stores. You can find all the locations at microcenter.com. And the 29th store is coming to Santa Clara, California, and you're not gonna wanna miss that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.